Imagine this. The game is at its decisive moment. Only one shot remains. The player concentrates, takes aim, and suddenly the impossible happens. The crowd erupts. The commentator is in disbelief and the opponent is left speechless. They've just witnessed a shot that defies physics, logic, and everything we thought possible in pool. Today, we bring you the 15 most incredible shots in history. Plays that seem straight out of a movie, but are 100% real and have left their mark on the world of pool. From impossible escapes to perfect combinations, every shot on this list will make you wonder how on earth they pulled it off. So sit back, because what you're about to see will leave you in awe. Number 15. Chris Melee and his winning kick shot with a rebound. In this match, Brandon Short executed a brilliant safety shot, leaving Chris Melee in an extremely tough spot. Chris's only option was to use the side rails to hit the 6-ball, a challenge that would test even the most experienced players. But Chris, also known as the Wizard, is famous for escaping impossible situations, and this was no exception. With surgical precision, he executed a powerful kick shot off the rail, landing the perfect hit and winning the game. The crowd went wild, and for good reason. As seen in the footage, the spectators' reaction was pure euphoria. A shot worthy of a pool genius. Number 14. Efren Reyes and his masterful kick shot. When it comes to pool, it's impossible not to mention Efren the Magician Reyes, a living legend of the sport. In this match, his opponent, Steve David, had executed a perfect safety shot, leaving Reyes without a direct line of attack. But Steve made a crucial mistake. He underestimated Reyes' signature creativity. Efren devised an astonishing solution. He executed a powerful kick shot off the rail with flawless precision, achieving a spectacular result. The crowd erupted in applause and cheers, once again proving that Reyes isn't just a player, he's an artist of the game. Number 13. Corey DeWitt and his victory with a carom shot on the 8-ball in an 8-ball match. Corey Doyle tried to strategically clear a path to pocket the 8-ball and close the game. However, his shot was blocked by an opponent's ball, leaving him in a tough spot. Enter Corey DeWitt, who refused to back down. With a precise strike, he executed a kiss shot using the blocking ball to his advantage. The 8-ball slid perfectly into the pocket, securing his victory. A masterful play that demonstrates how strategy and calculation can make the difference between defeat and triumph. Number 12. Jimmy White and his lethal kick combo shot in this epic match against Fran Reyes. White found himself in a tight spot after Reyes landed a perfect safety shot. The cue ball was trapped behind the 7 and 5 balls at the top of the table, severely limiting his options. But Jimmy wasn't intimidated. With astounding precision, he executed a powerful kick shot with a spectacular combo that left everyone speechless. The impact was flawless, and the target ball dropped into the pocket. The crowd went crazy, recognizing a shot that would go down in history. Number 11. Efren Reyes and his 4-rail rebound masterpiece. If anyone can turn an impossible shot into a work of art, it's Efren the Magician Reyes. During a match, his opponent missed the 1 ball, accidentally leaving the cue ball trapped behind the 9 ball. Reyes had no direct line of sight to his target, but that's never been a problem for him. With unmatched mastery, Efren executed a 4-rail shot around the entire table, using rebounds with surgical precision. The result was simply stunning. The ball dropped into the pocket, and the audience erupted in applause. A shot that reaffirms why Reyes is considered a living legend of pool. Number 10. Jimmy White and his spectacular two-rail kick shot. In another epic showdown, Jimmy White found himself in trouble when his opponent missed a shot, leaving the cue. Ball blocked behind the 9 ball with no direct access to the 2 ball. White had to improvise. With impeccable execution, he pulled off a massive two-rail kick shot, calculating the exact angle and force needed to sink his target. The 2 ball dropped cleanly into the pocket, leaving everyone stunned. Once again, the crowd exploded in applause, recognizing a shot only a true pool master could achieve. Number 9. Corey Doyle and his impossible tie shot. Once again, Corey Doyle leaves us speechless in the Mosconi Cup, facing Nick Baumgartner. Doyle was in a tough spot after a poorly executed safety shot, leaving him with no position to attack the lowest ball on the table. But fate gave him a second chance. Nick forced him to play from this difficult position after the break, and everyone in the room thought there was no way out. What happened next was etched into pool history. With millimeter precision and absolute control, Corey executed a legendary shot that left his opponent in shock. One of the most iconic moments in world pool competitions. Number 8. Earl Strickland and his double kick combo for the win. This shot takes us back to the 1997 World Championship, where the legendary Earl Strickland faced a near-impossible play. His opponent had landed an excellent safety shot, but Strickland wasn't ready to give up. With an impeccable read of the table, he executed a brutal double kick combo off the rail, sending the target ball straight into the pocket. The crowd erupted in excitement, and Strickland himself couldn't contain his euphoria, celebrating wildly after one of the most impressive shots of the tournament. Number 7. Efren Reyes and his 3-rail kick escape with a rebound. If anyone knows how to escape the toughest positions, it's Efren Reyes. In this match, his opponent, Rony Alcano, executed a flawless safety shot, leaving Reyes with no clear line of attack and an almost impossible play to solve. But Reyes is no ordinary player. With his legendary mastery and precision, he pulled off a 3-rail kick with a rebound, dodging obstacles and sending the ball straight into the pocket. The entire stadium rose to their feet in a standing ovation. A shot that solidified Reyes as one of the greatest players of all time. Number 6. James Van Banning and his jump combo shot on the 10 ball. This shot takes us to a high-stakes duel between James Van Banning and Alex Allen. Allen had executed a perfect safety shot, blocking Van Banning's access to the 3 ball. It seemed the game was completely against him, but James had other plans. With astonishing precision, he performed a spectacular jump shot, clearing the obstacle balls and combining perfectly with the 10 ball to finish the play in brilliant fashion. The crowd erupted in applause, recognizing a shot that seemed straight out of a movie. Number 5. Jason Chow and his massive impossible kick shot. In this thrilling match, Jason Chow's opponent had executed a great safety shot, sending the cue ball to the top of the table and hiding it perfectly behind the 6 ball. Chow had to play a striped ball near the bottom right corner pocket, but several balls on the left side of the table completely blocked his shot. It seemed hopeless, but for Jason Chow, the impossible doesn't exist. With ice-cold precision, he risked an incredible massive kick shot, calculating the perfect angle and using the rebound to regain position and set up the 8 ball. The result was spectacular. The crowd erupted in cheers while his opponent, visibly frustrated, gestured angrily from his seat. A moment worth remembering. Number 4. Efren Reyes and his perpendicular kick shot with a rebound. In an old video that takes us back to the origins of his legend, we see Efren the Magician Reyes in action. His opponent had executed a perfect safety shot, leaving the cue ball in a nearly impossible position. Reyes had no clear shot at the 1 ball, But if there's one thing that defines Reyes, it's his ability to see solutions where others only see obstacles. With absolute calm, he analyzed the table and executed a perpendicular kick shot with a rebound, unlocking the play and taking control of the game in brilliant fashion. His dominance and tactical intelligence were on full display, leaving everyone speechless. Number 3. Alan Martel and his creative escape with a rail jump and rebound. In this match, Alan Martel was in an extremely tough spot after his opponent's flawless safety shot. The 5-ball blocked his access from one rail, and to make matters worse, another ball near the corner pocket prevented a double rail shot. Options seemed exhausted, but Martel didn't give up. Instead of attempting a conventional play, he surprised everyone with a brilliant idea: an escape shot with a rail jump and rebound. The impact was precise, powerful, and calculated to perfection, leaving him in an ideal position to continue his turn. The stunned audience broke into thunderous applause, a play for the history books. Number 2. Chris Merlin and his magical sequence of shots. We're approaching the pinnacle, and this spot belongs to none other than Chris Merlin, a true master of 8-ball and a player capable of the most creative and unpredictable plays. It all started after the break, when Merlin had no clear ball to play. The situation was critical, but instead of giving up, he crafted a play that defied all logic. First, he executed an incredible carom using the 4-ball in a perfect combination. But that was just the beginning. Next, he unleashed a massive shot with the 2-ball, securing position to continue his turn. And he didn't stop there. He effortlessly pocketed 2 more balls. But the challenge wasn't over. The 7-ball was in an impossible position, and the 1-ball had no clear shot. The result? Pure magic on the table. With surgical precision, he executed one final shot to resolve the game in spectacular fashion. A masterpiece of pool that continues to amaze players worldwide. Number 1. Efren Reyes' epic rebound escape for the ages. Here it is, the most legendary shot in pool history. And it could only belong to Efren the Magician Reyes. This moment happened in a final against the formidable Earl Strickland, in a tense and decisive situation. Reyes attempted a safety shot, but an unexpected mistake caused him to accidentally pocket the 8-ball. All seemed lost, but what happened next changed pool history forever. With the precision and creativity that define him, Efren executed an impossible shot, a play that defied all logic and left his opponent, the commentators, and the crowd speechless. A shot that rewrote the rules of the game. Experts agree, this is the greatest shot ever made on a pool table. A stroke of genius that encapsulates everything that makes Efren Reyes legendary: talent, vision, and the courage to challenge the impossible. So let's enjoy this immortal moment in pool history once more. Pool isn't just a game. It's a spectacle of precision, strategy, and moments that defy the impossible. Today, we've seen shots that made history, plays that remind us that with practice, creativity, and determination, there are no limits to what can be achieved. Now it's your turn. Which of these shots was your favorite? Do you know another one that deserves to be on this list? Let us know in the comments. We'd love to hear from you. If you enjoyed this video and were amazed by even one of these shots, leave a like because it helps us a lot. And if you're as passionate about pool as we are, subscribe and hit the bell so you don't miss the most epic shots and incredible stories in this sport.